What up, farm? Today is the 4th of December. It's day 16 of harvest. Not last night, the night before we got 4.5 mils at home. So we packed up the header and we've come out to the north block. We've got a paddock of barley to do here and another paddock where we'll patch out some better bits. This is short stuff. It's only going under a tonne to the hectare. It's pretty fast, pretty short, not much here, but it's worth harvesting. Very high concentration because you're very close to the ground, going quite fast. So let's get after it. Still going along. We're up to 17.5 hectares, about that. 11 kilometers an hour is starting to feel somewhat slow. This morning 11 k's an hour felt very fast. But yeah, just before I had a moment where I was trying to push the handle further forward than it would go. And I looked up and yeah, I was doing 11 k's already. I wouldn't go any faster. Oh. This front is what's making it possible. What hasn't made it possible in the past was the old front. You'd just be forever scooping up dirt and it would build up like the way that the tin fronts work. It'd build up underneath the front and push dirt forward and block your knife. And yeah, this front, like even though this is a flat paddock, that adapter is moving a lot. There's a lot of flexibility between the header and the front, and it's very good. That window needs a wash badly. Got a sticky beak. Still going out here. We changed paddocks. This paddock's yielding quite a bit less, but we're just driving around and seeing what we can find, harvesting the better bits and leaving the rest. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks in this paddock, so it's a bit of a worry. Hopefully we don't get any in the header. We're back out north harvesting for another day. We're just going to try and fill this box full up, and then we're going to pack up and head home. There's some kind of rain coming in tomorrow morning. I don't know that we'll get a lot of rain. The forecast is very varied. We'll see. But we need to get home and harvest some of the better crops. We could go on forever out here and not really get anything else. We're just going to do the better parts and see how much we get from that. Oh, that was a rock or something. There's a lot in this paddock that is around the 300 kilo to the hectare mark. And that's sort of borderline whether it's worth doing or not. There's a lot of stumps and rocks out here, and I'm getting sick of the constant fear of gobbling one up and damaging the header. But hasn't happened yet. Hopefully our good luck continues. There we go. We're gonna call this paddock done at that. 35 hectares. Not much grain, unfortunately. And anyway, it's enough to fill the silo to feed the sheep for the year. And that's what we wanted off this paddock. Now we're gonna pack up, head home and get into the wheat hopefully this afternoon. Right, we've got the front on the back and we're on our way back home. Alright, we're into the wheat. It's looking pretty good. The grain looks really nice. In a year with this little amount of rain, yeah, it's got nice looking grains, that's for sure. Unfortunately, the chase bin tractor over there has broken down, conveniently. So Joe, my little brother, he's back here to drive the chase bin. He's gonna jump on the header and have a steer while I try and figure out what's going on with that tractor. Anyway, the joys. This is incredible that we'd have a crop like this in a year like this. Incredible. I'm blown away is what I am. I'm amazed. Feeling very, very blessed. They grow up so fast, doing it all on his own. Look at him go. Alright, this tractor is saying it's got a fuel injection voltage issue or something like that. It's done it a few times. I'm gonna start with the low-hanging fruit and clean the battery terminals. They look alright, but they definitely will be if we've cleaned them. That fly just got caught by that web. Battery terminals tightened and cleaned, or cleaned and tightened. We'll see how we go. No good. No good. Alright, so I'm going to change this pump over. We've got a new one in the shed that we bought to fix this problem before, but it fixed itself, so now we're going to put the new pump on. Did I say that it was hot? Chelsea sent me a photo of her car thermometer. It was saying 40 degrees. It's hot. Well, I've been out here sweating for a while and nothing I've done's helped. So I'm going to go back to disconnecting the battery terminals and we'll just leave it for longer. I'm going to go back for a jump in the dam because I am too hot. Well, brother Joe's still harvesting over there. This still isn't going. I went back to the house, had a swim in the dam because I was too hot. The temperature's come out of the day a bit now, which is nice. I'm thankful for that. Still warm though. I just tried it again, it's still not going. So we're just gonna run the header for a while. This tractor, it seems like a computer issue. We've fixed it before by disconnecting the battery overnight. I was hoping that I didn't have to wait overnight. Well, I'll have to wait longer. So it was disconnected for an hour then, and it still didn't work. So we'll leave it overnight, or not overnight, maybe a couple of hours till the cool of the evening comes in, see if that helps. Anyway, we'll set this bin up so that Joe can keep harvesting. Or I think I'm going on the header actually. That is a good thing. That's a Jarrett, not Jarrett. It's a Charmin bin winch. And I believe anyone who's moving field bins around should have one. Look at him, the real life farmer. Ah, this poor bit of crop over this side stood no chance really. The tree roots took most of it, and then the kangaroos have taken the rest. It's yeah, a bit of a shame really. You can see the roos have been walking around in here eating the grain. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this paddock first, just to stop any more of that. They need a bit more culling, I think, because they're in plague portions around here and seeming to be getting worse rather than better. Started this new paddock, just coming up to where we had our lunch in the crop. There it is, just there. Oh, missing a bit. Into the next paddock of wheat. This is growing incredibly good. I'm feeling so blessed to have the crops we have on. Yeah, feeling very lucky. And in a strange turn of events, the Chaser Bin tractor decided that it would like to work now that it's not so hot. A bit different to the yield mapping. Now that's nothing to do with ag leader. That is because the lights are drawing too much power and the alternator can't keep up, I think. So I should unhook the light bar just to see if it makes a difference. So in this paddock there's two very distinct soil types. There's the sand over clay down here and the heavy dirt up there. Very clear to see on the yield map this year. The heavy dirt just held a bit more moisture down deep, and the sand over clay, the sand just dried out too fast, I think, is what happened. We got 20 mils in October, and that really helped the heavy dirt, and we just got too dry for the sand. So if that 20 mils had been a little bit earlier, the sand would have yielded a lot more. It just started cutting back a lot of yield in that dry pinch. Alright, bins are full.
How do I shut the GPS down?
there'll be a squishy button on the back on the left hand side bottom corner. You just give that one sharp press.
Thank you.
Bins are full. Header's got some in it, close to a box. It's 12:30, which means it's actually day 18 of harvest. We're gonna knock off, go home, and we'll be back into it in the morning before it rains around lunchtime, I'm thinking. See you then.
Hello, what up, farm?
Go, go. Don't touch them, they're yucky. Ready? Yeah. No!
Day 18 of harvest. We have just had waffles for breakfast. Our storage is full. It's raining at the minute. There's more on the radar coming. What we've had right now is, well, it's starting to get enough, but with the forecast temperature today, and if we manage to dodge that bank of clouds, we could get harvesting this afternoon, but it's unlikely, very unlikely. Just gonna blow the dust off the header and grease it and give it some fuel, and it'll be ready to go when we get back into it. So I didn't blow the header down because before I got back there it started raining. So I've just been doing some office work, but this next front's just rolling in. That looks very impressive. Getting those shots. That's a big front, and you probably can't hear, but there's plenty of lightning. Well, you can't hear the lightning, you can hear the thunder though. We could be in for a dump of rain here. Makes me glad we got some harvested last night. You'll have to excuse the gutter that runs the wrong way, but that's a bit of rain. We'll be stopped for a while now.